From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the L.A. Chargers. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go, let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Every other season of Bosa's 7-year career had injuries cost him time. Stayed true to that last year, only 5 games played. Good news, he has rebounded with double-digit sacks in a Pro Bowl season each year following those injuries.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Charger drive about to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double zero, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, such a great week 1 matchup here. The Dolphins and Chargers. And fairly or unfairly, these 2 QBs are going to be measured against one another probably for the rest of their careers. Remember, Tua was the number 5 overall pick in 2020, and Justin Herbert followed him at number 6.
And let's add on to it because Joe Burrow went number 1 overall. He's led Cincinnati to 1 Super Bowl appearance. Jordan Love, also a 1st rounder, getting his opportunity in 2023. And Jalen Hurts was a 2nd rounder with Philadelphia, and he's made it to the Super Bowl. So all in all, quite a class.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better in the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
48 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. First down, and they stick with Eckler. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Allen. Austin Eckler, 52 yards. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting. This was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Berrios is going to bring this out of the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now, 1st down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle, he's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 54 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. Down to the 42, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Caught. It's Wilson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Getting up command that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down. Tua going to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Sanders' kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 129 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Pace, let's go!
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. This is a counter play. Eckler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
He'll get this to Eckler. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
Herbert back to the air. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. 2 and now on first down. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 151 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Pushes past him. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
they get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time. There he goes, left side. Still going. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert. 96 yards. And the Dolphins have come back to make it a 2-point game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. The Tua going to try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Running on first down, Eckler. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He's brought down by Nick Needham.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd down and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, Kappa.
Allen, the man in motion left.
59.
Here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tito Agbenaya getting in there to drop him.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
He's got a man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A run with Mostert up the middle. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Some good games around the league here early in week 1. And this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Go.
In motion right is Johnston.
Go.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now first and goal. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's first and 10. Here's Tua. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Throwing Tua. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Connecting with Hill, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come up first and 10 here. Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now Tua. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's first down. Herbert to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The protection really holding up that time. That's what you want in the 2-minute drill, but the coverage equally as good.
Yeah, I'd say it was protection both sides, right? Get it for the quarterback, make sure he had time to throw the football, and he did. Plenty of time, but nowhere to go with it downfield. So the coverage, as you noted, terrific.
Herbert going to throw. He's got Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds is right at midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go, Tim. Hey, Ray.
Now Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win as time expires. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So, for the Chargers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.